Hello guys and welcome to another setup video on Assetto Corsa Competizione. This time we're in the Ferrari 488 GT3 at Monza. Who doesn't want to drive a Ferrari at Monza? So the first thing we're going to do as we head down towards turn 1 is move the brake bias more towards the rear, because that's going to make the car stop a bit quicker and we can brake a little bit later. So we're looking for the 150 metre ball, braking right on that, down into first gear. Make sure you don't run too deep and avoid the sausages completely. On the power as soon as possible, use the green strip just outside the curb for a bit of grip, and then get off that curb before the end of it because there's a big bump at the end. Then we're going to move the brake bias at this point up to 56 because that's going to make the car a bit more stable throughout the rest of the lap. You can see we're already 2/10 up on our delta, and that's just through adjusting the brake bias. Braking just after the 150 metre board for the second chicane. Again, avoid the sausages and you don't want to end up wide in the gravel there. Down into third gear for the first Lesmo, and you want to be quite gentle on the brakes here. You can see the rear really wants to step out, and that's why we have moved the brake bias more towards the front of the car. You can use all the runoff on the exit. Down into second for the second Lesmo, and we get up the power a little bit early but just managed to keep it out of the grass, but that will cost us a bit of time as we head down the back straight heading up towards Ascari. Here we're going to be looking for the orange bit of barrier on the right hand side. As soon as we see that, we hit the brakes, and you want to sacrifice a bit of speed into the first part so you get a better exit up into third gear. Don't be too aggressive on those curves because it can really unsettle the car, and I was absolutely mighty through there on my previous lap's delta, so I still lost a little bit of time even though I did it quite well on this lap. And then for Parabolica, we're braking just after the 100 metre board, start turning in a little bit early, and again the car will want to try and step out a little bit here on the power as soon as we can, and then you want to move it over to the right hand side as soon as you're in control of the car, so you get the shortest run to the start finish line, and then we cross the line with 1:47.1. If you're going for another flying lap, don't forget to move the brake bias back down to 53 so you can brake a bit later for turn 1. Let's have a look at the setup then. So this lap was done in a free practice session, meaning you will be able to do this time in a qualifying session with the same track conditions. The temperature here was 16 ambient and 21 track. So here are the tyre settings: PSI, toe, camber and caster. As always, if the temperatures are hotter, you'll want to reduce those pressures a bit. Traction control on 5 with the ABS on 3. I tried running with a lower traction control, but I just didn't really like it and I was a bit slower. And then 14 litres of fuel gives us 3 flying laps. Brakes are both type 1. Mechanical grip with the brake bias, as I said, 53 going down into turn 1, then I was using 56.0 for the rest of the lap. Dampers, just tried to make the handling of the curbs a little bit better here. And then the Aero is probably the most important thing around Monza, so we're going very low with the rear wing, low with the ride height, both 56mm, and then the brake ducts are 2 for the rear and 3 for the front. If it's a bit hotter, you might want to open those brake ducts a little bit more. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss more videos like this in the future, and I will see you again very soon.